In this video, I'll show you how to create tables within Power Apps using a drag and drop interface. Now, tables are like the underlying source through which the application surfaces out the information within Power Apps. So, if you go into the tables, you have an option to create a new table. So, you can create a new table, you can create a virtual table, and then with an advanced property, you have an option to create a table in a classical way. Now, earlier when we used to create a table, we used to have an option which is this middle option, table advanced property. You click on table advanced property, and then you get to see the display name, plural name. You can specify the primary column, and then the table gets provisioned. However, I'm going to show you another way. So if I go into, say, tables over here, or maybe I'll just say click on create. I have an option to create start with data. So I'll click on start with data, and then it will ask me to specify the prompt. Okay, or I will just say create new tables. So I'll create new table, and then I'll be presented with a canvas. Now I have an option to start with Copilot, import a SharePoint list, import Excel file, or start from blank. Now I'll just say start from blank. Okay, now as you see over here, I get this interface. So first is the canvas, and then the second half is the tabular view of that specific table. So let me pick up this table name. So this is that table. Okay, so let's see how can we rename this table. So if I just click on properties, I will just rename this table as, say, school. Okay, so this is a plural name is schools. I click on save, and if I want to add a column, I do not have any option over here to add a column. Okay, so let me add a column over here just by editing the existing column, and I will just call this as school name. I can add another column, insert column, address. I can add another column, insert column, and then I'll call it as ranking, and I'll call insert a column. I will change it to number, whole number, years in operation. So this is how you can create a table. Okay, so I've created this table. Now this is school table, and then I can go ahead and add a record over here as well. So let me call it as Divine Child Convent, and I will say Brisbane Grammar School. Okay, and Brisbane State High School. Okay, so these are like this is like one of the table which I have created. Now what I'll do is like I'll create another table. So I'll just create new table, add columns and data. Now here, this particular table, I will call it as students. So edit column, student name. So this is the column name, and I will add another column. I'll call it as, say, age. Okay, so we'll just keep it simple, but I will add one more column just for the linkages perspective. But before I do that, I have an option to uh, play around with the canvas area. So as you see over here, I can move this items over here. I can zoom it, I can unzoom it, then I can see the area map. I can fit to the screen, I can unzoom it, and if I want to view the data, I have, like, say, as you see over here, we have this new table. Let me minimize this further. So this is the area map. So if you see this area map over here, I can move my cursor around here, and let me do this. Yeah, now if I want to establish a relationship, I have an option over here. Click on create a relationship. So create relationship, and I'll say I want a one to many relationship. So this table will link with this table. But before we go here, I want to name this. So I'll just say click on properties, and this is student. So one school can have multiple students. So if with that concept, if I click on create relationship, I'll say one to many, one school. So one school can have many student, and I will just call it as school students, and I'll click on done. Now, once it is done, as you see, this relationship has been established, uh, and this one. So as you see, there is a school students lookup, which is actually pointing to the school table. So it has automatically created that lookup. Or alternatively, if you create a new column, you can just go ahead and create a lookup column, and then it will automatically add that relationship. So you see this plus, you see this show less option, so you have an option to hide or show whatever field you want. So I'll just say I just want a couple of things, or maybe I'll just say I want all of the column to be displayed. So this is how you can basically create a table structure. So this is like, I would say, call it as like kind of an diagram, entity relationship diagram, or the table relationship diagram. You can remove the item from here. You can check the row ownership. So row ownership is rows is owned by a user or a team. Rows can be owned by an organization. You can view the data. So once you click on view data, another interface opens up in the bottom. So if I click on view data, then here you can actually add a data. So I'll just say student name is Tom, age is 15, and belongs to Divine Child Convent. I'll say another one is Suhas, age is 12, belongs to Brisbane State, and Steve, 13, Brisbane grammar. So this is how I can put that data. So if I go to school, I will see the school data over here. Once I'm happy with everything, I have an option to save and open app. So either I can save and open app, Canvas app, or I can save and open model driven app. So if I click on save and open Canvas app, so it will automatically create a Canvas app which will incorporate these two sources. So the data source is Dataverse, and it will have two tables, school and student, and then it will give you that jump start to provision in application. Now that application which the system is going to provide you will be pretty basic. You have an option to edit those application. You can add all the bells and whistles or any other requirement which you have from an application perspective, and then your application is ready. Now if you would have selected model driven app, then it would have provisioned a model driven application, and then again the same thing, it will give you model driven app with the left menu, whereby you can go ahead and add records like the student or the school, and then you can further extend the application depending on your other business need. So so that's it, folks. This is how you basically create a table using the using the user interface, rather than creating through a classic way of adding those data or creating those columns. We have seen an option to even provision the application. Now as you see over here, it has created this nice application, so student screen, welcome screen. It has hooked up all the data. Now what we need to do is like we just need to just select the image for schools and students, and in the student screen. So let me preview this application. So this is how the application will look like. So Steve, Tom, Suhas, and if I go back to the home, so let me close this. Let me go into the school screen. Yep. So let me close Copilot, click on play. So this is the school screen which we have seen. You have an option to create a new one. So you can click on new, and then you can specify new. So I'll just say Kurpura school, years in operation is 34, and I can click, and then it will add a record into the backend. Similarly, from a student perspective, if I go into the students, so you will see a list of students. From this interface itself, I can create a new student. So I'll click on new, and then I'll say I'll call the student name as Dheeraj, select the Brisbane state and 13 years and click on save. So as you see that this entire interface has given us a placeholder which will allow me to add, edit and delete an item, and this is how you basically provision the table, and then you get landed up in either a canvas app or a model driven app, and then you can proceed with the application development. So that's it, folks. I would highly recommend you to play around with the interface. So it has got a lot of new improvements. So as you saw in the canvas, that you can do whole bunch of things which was not available earlier. So again, how to navigate? You go into the tables. Within the new table, you click on create new tables. It will give you a canvas. You can start from blank or you can pick up any other options. But then once you start designing uh, uh, your application design, you will get some more information. Now as you see over here, you have an option to add a new row, new column. A new row means adding a new data, new column means adding the schema. Row ownership means, again, the row belongs to whom, whether organization or an individual. And you have an option to see the display name, plural name, and further, if you go to advanced option, you can even change the schema name as well. So you get a lot of control over here. You can even establish that relationship. So I just showed you a couple of table example, but then your actual design might be more complex depending on the business need. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching.